5 mile run. Let's go. running 5 miles today. Good workout. So far, about less than a mile in. Took off my glasses because it gets kind of loose, so it's better to take off than to have them readjusted constantly. Have them in my pocket though. Gonna be training for 5Ks. One in October, one at the beginning of November. So end of October and beginning of November. There's about 2 weeks in between. So it should be pretty easy to recover. Nice thing about running uphill is that it's easier on the knees. Downhill, it's a little harder. So I'm a fan of uphill, not too much downhill. Don't get me wrong, uphill's hard. You go slower. As long as it doesn't hurt, that's pretty good. So far, so good. Feeling pretty good. Today I had work. Well, Monday through Friday. I liked it. It was a productive day. I was able to get a lot done. Some days it's hard because you get blocked. Because you might not know certain things and you have to reach out for help. And then those people might refer you to other people just because it might not be as common knowledge. But today I wasn't blocked. Today I was able to work on several tasks. So it was a good day. And then yesterday I was so tired. I didn't run yesterday. Well, I can listen to things talking as well while running. I see one person in the chat. I have no idea if they're actually watching. Or maybe it's like a ghost chat. But I like to pretend having a conversation. And who knows, maybe someone might watch this later. But with that said, pretty good day. Also went today to support my cousin at a fundraiser. I went with my wife and we had a really good time. I was at a karaoke bar. A lot of good music. Well, food was good, but what I really loved was the karaoke. I'm not a singer by any means, but I enjoy singing. It was fun. I sang 3 songs total. No, 4. First one was in Spanish. It's a Spanish song. It's called El Último Beso. But in English, it's called The Last Kiss. And it's a really good song. It sounds nice. They have both an English and a Spanish version. I like the English version. I mean, the Spanish version. Sounds very upbeat. But it's a sad song. It's a sad song. It's like 2 people, like a couple. They were driving, or he was driving, and then they accidentally swerved and they crashed, and she ends up pretty injured as a result. He like tends to her, but she's like, no, I'm going, like this is it. So they have a last kiss, which is the name of the song, El Último Beso. And then from that, they that's it. That's the last interaction. And so he's like, like he'll try to be good, so he goes to heaven to see her again. And you know, it's the same thing said in Spanish. So I have some more practice, familiarity with how to sing it a bit. So I think that went pretty well. That was pretty good. The next one was, Hey There Delilah. It's the chorus. It's it. Oh, it's what you do to me. Can't really sing right now because I'm struggling for air. But that part's pretty hard for me. The rest of it, I think I do good. But that part is pretty hard. I felt so bad when I sang that song, because in a general rule, you don't take someone else's song. And I didn't know. I just picked 2 random songs, or not 2 random songs, 2 songs I knew. I didn't know really the other people at the place. But I sang Hey There Delilah, and it's like mom and her child were there, and they were kind of like, when I sing it, they're like, oh my god, and they're kind of like pointing at me, and I was like, and it like pretty excited, and I was like, oh, what's going on? Maybe they're fans of the song. So when I finished my 2 songs, the next person up, her name was Delilah. It was the little girl, or she wasn't necessarily that little, I don't know, like middle school, high school, but she was Delilah, and then she sang it, and same song. I felt bad because I would have picked a different song, you know. I mean, it's her name, that should be her song. I just like the song, you know. So she sang it. There's some really good singers there. It was really fun. My cousin sang. Has a beautiful voice, a very beautiful voice. His girlfriend sang. She sounds really nice. she sang Adele, and that was really fun. The song When We Were Young. But that was what she sang. And she also sang a medley of like disco songs. Super fun. So it was like a bunch of like disco songs. Yeah, super fun. Like, and what's cool is she got the crowd going too. She's kind of like an entertainer and kind of like getting people involved. So it was fun. And then more people sang. Pretty good time. My wife was singing along. She's not a fan of singing in front of people, so she's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna go up." I wanted to sing A Whole New World with her. I thought it's a nice song. And she's like, maybe back at our place, but not in front of people. I was like, oh, okay. And then I ended up singing the song from Coco, the movie Coco. There's a song at the end that's called Proud Corazón, which means proud, and corazón is heart, so proud heart. And he's saying how he loves his family and he's together with his family. So I really like that song. I'd never practiced singing that song before, like outside of from the car, like never on a karaoke or anything. I did terrible. It's because it's a very high-pitched song, and I do not sing high-pitched. So it's more high-pitched than I can do, and so I was struggling. My voice was cracking. I was like, let the song in, because I was having a really tough time. But it was a good song. Now, the last song I sang, because I wanted to sing one more before I left. The last song I sang before I left was Yesterday by the Beatles. That song, I practiced it since I was little. My dad's a big fan of the Beatles. A lot of songs. One of them is the Beatles, because he liked playing guitar. And you can play guitar to those songs. Like Yesterday, or Hey Jude. Or like, I know Imagine's John Lennon, but there's a lot of songs you can play to. Anyways, I played Yesterday. That one I was pretty familiar with. I feel pretty confident in that song. Maybe I might sing it on the stream, but I like that song. And when I sang Proud Corazón, there were people there, and I could tell they were like very supportive, because I wasn't singing well. They were supportive. They were like, keep it going, you got this. Like, and but I could tell it was more like a, yay, like it's not great, but you got it. Good job, good effort, you know. And I have no problem with that. But it's nice when like you get applauded because you're doing well, you know. And so there's like applauded for effort, and then there's applauded because like, oh, that was good. So when I sang the song Yesterday, I kind of pulled it out of my back pocket, because I was like, I know that song like I can carry a tune for that one at least. So once I finished singing it, like I was singing it, we were like, oh, at first actually, the reaction was like, oh, this guy's going again, let's give him a hand, give him some encouragement, because it was a bit tough the last time. And I was singing it, and people were like, oh, it's pretty good. And then at the very end, there's a very nice lady, she's like looking at me, she's like, that was pretty good. That one actually pretty good. Kind of like that last one, I don't know what happened, but this one, pretty good. So I felt pretty good about that comment, because I was like, oh, okay, it's good. And so like I said, I'm not a singer. I practice, but like I'll practice in the car, usually in the car, not in the shower. In the shower, if I listen to music, I'll listen to it, but I won't sing it. But in the car, I'll definitely like sing. And it's nice to sing, like it's relaxing. Like if you like it, that's good. Like whatever form of de-stressing that you perform, that's good, because you know, life can be pretty stressful. So whether it's exercising, singing, swimming, maybe like hiking with friends, or it doesn't necessarily have to be exercise. It's good to exercise, but it could be something like playing board games with friends. I have a friend who likes to play board games. So different things you can do. But singing was pretty fun. We stayed for some more songs to listen to, and they were good. They're really nice. One of them was the When We Were Young by Adele. It was nice. And I think sometimes, I know for me, and probably other people, like I'm guilty of listening to songs, like listening to the beat, but not really listening to the lyrics. Since it was karaoke, I could see the lyrics, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. But it was a fun experience overall. I'm gonna see if my wife would like to join me for the other 2.5 miles. Because I do 1 lap around the block, and it's 2.5 miles. So my plan is to do 2 blocks to do the 5 mile. 2.5 plus 2.5. And yeah, that way get a good amount of steps in. I was sitting most of the day, so I want to get some exercise in. Usually I go to the gym several times a week, and then on top of that I'll do cardio. I don't want to record the sessions in the gym. Part of me does, but I don't want to do it for like privacy reasons, because I just don't think it's good to record where like you could see other people for like prolonged periods. I don't necessarily think it's too bad. Like, let's say if I'm running at the park, like somewhere public where I'm running, and like I pass them after, or they pass me. Oh, sorry. But I think it's I think it's okay because you're usually they're only on film for like a few seconds, and like they're not the focus. Like in my case, you can see my face pretty clearly. I'm the focus on this like film or like video, but if someone like passes by in the background, like I don't think it's like necessarily an invasion of privacy. I do think that's the case at the gym, just because you're standing in one spot, you're not moving, right? So you could see someone for like maybe a few minutes or even like over 20-30 seconds. I think is bad, because you want to respect people's privacy. So also when I'm at the gym and I see people recording, like I like to step out of the way, so because I don't want to be on their like film, like if I pass in the background, that's fine, but it also puts an awkward pressure of like I don't want to interrupt them, even though it's a public space. I don't want to like interrupt this recording, and that's not cool, like, because then it puts a bit of pressure on them. I'll be 1 second gonna check in with my wife to see if she wants to do the other 2.5 miles. I think alrighty. So it looks like my wife will be resting just because she's had a long day. Very long day today. She's getting stuff ready for work, and so that was a long day. And then we had the fundraiser, which was fun, but also pretty tiring because it was a few hours that we were there. I think like three hours. So a full day of work plus the fundraiser. Makes sense she wants to rest. I'm gonna do another lap. It's another 2.5 miles, and I'll see how this goes. Yeah, I think it should be a pretty good workout. I'm not going too fast. Actually, I'm going really slow. I'm going like less than 10-minute mile pace. It's pretty slow. Whew. Alrighty, let's keep it going. About 5 days ago, Ted, I had gotten a follower on the stream, and I was like, "Oh, that's great." And then I looked at my follower count; it was 0. And then, I think it just made me laugh because, like, it's like one thing if Yeah, let's say you have like 5 followers, and then you lose one, and it's like 4 or 3. And it feels like a comedy joke, like when you have like you gain 1, and then you have 0. It's like, oh, I don't know how to describe it. It's like how would you play that out in a movie? Like, I don't know. Oh, it's like maybe you're like, let's say it's soccer, and you're losing 0-6, so or 0-7, kind of like with Brazil. Or, I forget which one was it, where a team, like, there were like 2 teams, one in soccer where a team was like, it was like 7-0 or something. I was like, dang. But that soccer game, you could imagine the losing team. It's like, let's say 0-7, and then they make a goal, and then the crowd's like, all right, coming back. And then turns out it was like not an actual goal. They had like reset it from 1 back to 0, and they're like, oh. It feels kind of like a Homer Simpson dope moment where he's like, oh my god. That's what I kind of feel like when I saw, like, oh dang, 5 days ago got a follower, and then afterwards it was like, no, actually they were like they like accidentally clicked the button. Dang, I'm sweating. I think getting a bit more energy. Yes. Now I remember a point I wanted to make, which was one thing I like about running around the block. There's very little barriers, so I just need to put on shoes and like get to running, and like I don't need to drive anywhere or really prepare other than having my shoes on. Like, the pants or shorts are flexible, the shirt is flexible. I mean, there's people who ran marathon in the jeans. It's really just you need shoes, so you don't hurt yourself, so you can get running straight away. What I don't like is kind of like a practical reason, which is you might need to use the restroom, and if you need to go, if you're at a gym, it's not that far away, and there's multiple restrooms available. If you're running in a place where there might be restrooms available, like restaurants nearby or stores, you could do that, but it depends on where you live. But let's say it also depends on the block where you live. Like in my case, I'm doing 2.5 miles if I want to get back, so So I just kind of, I just go to the restroom before I run, and then I check if like on this lap, after I finished it, started doing the next one. I was like, do I need to go? If I do, I'll go, and then I'll come back out, run the next lap. But that gives me a window of about 2.5 miles where don't really have a restroom available. And that's the worst, because actually there's a lot worse. But let's just say the furthest distance I'm gonna be out is half that, which is 1.25 miles away. Because let's say I get that distance away, well, now whether I go forwards or backwards, it's still half the distance away. Still got to finish essentially the lap. Versus, let's say I go out half a mile, I get the urge to go, I can head back the half mile, make it to the apartment, then I'm fine. Or, you know, if I make it a mile out, I can come back a mile, and so forth. But generally speaking, it's not ideal. So I always make sure to like go beforehand, just because you don't want to be in that situation. I've always wondered how marathoners do it, because like, don't get me wrong, I used to be a runner, like more of a long distance runner, so I would do like up to 12 miles in one session, and that would, because I was much faster then, that would take me 7 minutes per mile. So that was let's see, 84 minutes, an hour 15. Now I would always go before, and then I think my body got used to it to a point where I could stop. But usually by the time I finished, I needed to go, because that's a long time. And then also when you exercise, your like digestive system moves around more. So, and also the blood pressure builds up. So then you get more filtering from the kidneys. Gotta go to the restroom. So one thing I'm curious about is like, alright, 12 miles, that's one thing. But like 26 miles, I think they have restrooms at certain points. It would make sense. That's like, let's say you're walking it, and I always consider walking pace a 15-minute mile, because you could do a 15-minute mile walking. It's like kind of brisk, not too much, but like kind of a little bit more than, I would say more than what you would call mall walking, like walking at the mall, more than that. And if you do that for 15 minutes, that's a mile. So the marathon's 26.2. Let's call it 26 miles. Each 4 miles is an hour. So that's 6.5 hours of walking. So there's got to be restrooms, because I can't imagine everyone holds it for like up to 6.5 hours. But I bring this up because sometimes you gotta go, and so that's why I like the gym. I don't usually need to go in the middle of a run, but it's nice to have that option. It's a terrible feeling when you're like going and you're like, oh no, I gotta go, and you're like far away. That's why I also sometimes I'll bring my wallet with me, so that in the worst case scenario, like let's say I need to stop by a restaurant just to use the restroom. Usually they only allow customers, so I won't lie, like if I really have to go, I'll give them $5, $10, $20, however much I need to use the restroom, just because you gotta go. But But I wouldn't be in that position if I was in a gym or like there's restrooms nearby. All right. Good session so far. Feeling it. I think I'm about 3.5. Yeah, feeling pretty good. Going uphill to get a bit out of me. But I felt good going uphill. Yeah, come on. That was creepy. Thought I heard an animal. Probably like a small squirrel. Let's see. Less than a mile away. Come on. Come on. All right. I'm feeling it. Yeah. Feeling pretty tired. Definitely gonna need to rehydrate. Check it out. So my shirt should be this color, but it always ends up being like just drenched. Same thing with my shorts or pants. So that's why I wear it once and then it's dirty laundry for the shorts and pants. I think my skin is looking healthier though from the sweating. As I can see it right now. It looks healthier. Sometimes it looks more dry or like or susceptible to acne. But not right now. It looks more clear, which is good. Alright. Getting some energy back. Keep it going. All right. Last turn. I think all my Pokemon X probably hatched. Is 5 miles. That's like 8 kilometers. Yeah. All right. Pretty much done with my run. Good run. Pretty happy. I want to say over 5 miles, just because I don't think it was 10-minute mile pace, or I don't think it was. Right now, 5 miles for 58 minutes. That'd be closer to 12-minute mile pace, or 11:40. I don't think it was 11:40. Maybe. I don't think it was. I'm about to finish up. Alrighty. I'm about to enter my place, so at this point I'll be saying thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful night. If you watch this instead of exercising, I recommend turn this off. Don't watch these streams unless it helps, but like, don't watch this if it takes away time from exercising, being healthy. And remember, it's whichever form you like, whether it's like Zumba. My mom loves Zumba. It could be weightlifting, it could be walking, jogging, swimming, jump rope, boxing, anything you want, anything you like, water polo, so forth, soccer. But thank you if you did watch. Hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll be back for tomorrow to run some more. Thank you.